The animation, The King of Kings, has become the highest grossing South Korean film ever in the United States, earning more than $54 million at the U.S. box office since its April 11th release and surpassing the previous record set by Bong Joon-ho's 2019 Oscar-winning film, Parasite.
애니메이션 영화 킹 오브 킹스가 지난 4월 11일 미국 개봉 후 박스오피스에서 5,400만 달러를 벌어들이며 봉준호 감독의 아카데미상 수상작인 기생충을 꺾고 미국에서 가장 흥행한 한국 영화에 등극했습니다. Okay, well, let's talk about this hugely popular movie in America right now.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, what? Like some movie that I've never heard of has done better than Parasite. And it's an animation film of the Christian story. So
Yeah.
the birth and resurrection of Jesus. And it's got some very significant Hollywood actors involved.
Yes.
Pierce Brosnan, Oscar Isaac, and Uma Thurman, to name a few. So, yeah, it's done very, very well with the backing of some big studios from North America as well, along with Mofak Studios.
네, 그래요. 이게 이제 한국과 미국이 함께 이렇게 프로듀싱을 한 영화더라고요. 감독은 이제 한국 감독입니다. 장성호 감독이 만든 애니메이션 영화고 아마 생소한 이유가 아직 한국에서 개봉 안 했어요. 7월 말에 한국에서 개봉합니다. 네, 그래서 미국에서 먼저 개봉을 했고 it is an American/Korean film, so they decided to release it first in the States, and it's based on the Charles Dickens novel The Life of Our Lord. So it is a Christian-based story, and it's about Jesus and his life, and it's doing really well in America.
Yeah, I have to admit, the first thing I actually did when I saw that this was this Korean animation, I wanted to see who the voice actors were because I've done some voice acting as well and some animations. I did the voice of Rogi Furtayo as an example in English.
Really?
So I was kind of curious to see if it might have been anybody that I know that was a part of this gig that didn't tell me. So I was kind of like really curious. And then when I saw that it was, like Pierce Brosnan and Oscar Isaac, I was like,
네.
oh, okay, so this is a really big production,
맞아요.
obviously.
네. 이게 이제 한국 감독 또 극본도 장성호 감독이 다 썼습니다. 그렇긴 하지만 한국과 미국의 공동 그 작업된 그런 영화이다 보니까 목소리 배우들은요 전부 다 헐리우드 배우들이에요.
Yeah.
네, 그러니까 한국 배우들을 쓰지는 않았고 어떤 배우들이 목소리를 냈느냐. Kenneth Branagh, Uma Thurman, Pierce Brosnan, Forest Whitaker, Ben Kingsley. 다 너무 유명한,
yeah.
너무너무 유명한 배우들이죠.
And
네.
that's the thing these days, because a long time ago, like in a lot of the older animations in the 80s and before that we think of, a lot of the voice actors were people that you'd never heard of.
Yeah.
And then I think after Robin Williams I think he won an Oscar for the genie, playing the genie in Aladdin.
Okay.
I think ever since that, which he did amazing at, it's kind of been shifted. So instead of these no-name voice actors that are playing these roles, now it's actually big-name Hollywood actors because they get a bit of a marketing push with it when people realize, I know that voice behind that.
그렇습니다. 그래서 개봉하자마자 2위, 박스오피스 2위를 할 정도로 뭐 상당히 인기였고, 뭐 잘 아시겠지만 이런 북미권 영어를 사용하는 나라들은 문화적으로 이렇게 기독교가 베이스가 되어 있기 때문에
Yeah.
기본적인 관심이 다 있겠죠. 어떻게
Of course.
만들었을까? 그래서 I don't think people are even aware in America that this was made by a Korean director.
Very possible. Yeah, because none of the big names involved anyways, other than the director.
그러니까요.
Yeah, you would associate with Korea.
이지만 프로덕션 컴퍼니도 물론 Mofak 컴퍼니라고 Mofak 스튜디오 그래서 Korean 컴퍼니도 있지만 또 캐나다의 월트 디즈니도 같이 했었고 뭐 그래서 여러 지금 나라와 여러 사람들이 함께 한 영화인 것 같아요. 그래도 we can still call it a South Korean movie.
Oh,
Because,
absolutely. Yep.
그렇게 보면은 지금까지 미국에서 개봉한 한국 영화 중에 성적이 제일 좋다. All right, let's have a look at highest grossing.
Highest grossing is an accounting term because we're talking about gross.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about the gross, that's the total income of sales that you've done. So if you have a business, your gross is what the customers have given you. Now, there's also the net, which is what you are left with after you've paid your employees, after you've paid rent, all the materials that you're using. That's what you're left with, how much you've actually earned.
Yeah.
But in terms of the gross, this is how much you've sold. So when we're talking about the highest grossing, this is how many tickets they've sold or how much money they've sold in terms of ticket sales, as opposed to how much they have earned in the end after paying all their expenses.
Exactly. 자, highest grossing이라는 표현이 가장 돈을 많이 번이라는 의미라고 보시면 되겠습니다. 이 gross, gross가 돈 얘기할 때는 수익을 올렸다라는 의미로 쓸 수가 있어요. 또 이제 형용사일 때는 총금액이라는 의미도 있습니다. Now, what about surpassing?
If you surpass something or someone, then you are basically passing them. You're going beyond them, or you're improving upon what they have done before.
Yeah. 그래서 능가하다, 뛰어넘다라는 의미가 되겠습니다. 우리 청취자분들이 the best voice actor is Jason Sam.
Oh,
네.
I would love to do a role like that, but yeah, not just
Maybe
yet.
in the next movie.
Yeah, next time.
네, 다시 한번 제가 읽어보겠습니다. The animation The King of Kings has become the highest grossing South Korean film ever in the United States, earning more than $54 million in the US box office since its April 11th release, and surpassing the previous record set by Bong Joon-ho's 2019 Oscar-winning film Parasite. Let's move on to the next headline.
Nepal will require Everest climbers to have prior experience scaling at least one of the country's 7,000-meter peaks, according to a draft law aimed at reducing overcrowding and enhancing safety.
네. 네팔 정부는 에버레스트의 과밀도를 낮추고 안전을 개선하기 위해 네팔에 있는 7,000m 이상 고봉을 등정한 경험이 있는 산악인만 에버레스트 등반에 나설 수 있도록 하는 법안 초안을 마련했습니다. With all the accidents that we've heard of in the past, I guess now they're saying, unless you're an experienced mountaineer, you cannot climb Mount Everest.
Yeah, and obviously there are a lot of people that want to climb Everest because it is the highest peak in the world, right? It's one of one. So because of that, a lot of people go there. However, there have been a lot of deaths because it's a very unforgiving mountain for several different reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cold being one. Also, because of the elevation, the need for oxygen is different.
Yep.
And there are different levels as well. It's not like you just go to the base of the mountain and climb it to the top in one day. There's different camps that are set up. And there is overcrowding in certain areas because those areas are only so big. But the number of people that want to go there, you know, as I mentioned, it's one of one. So a lot of people are going there and it's becoming overcrowded because of that. And a lot of these people, I suppose, are inexperienced.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's been resulting in unnecessary deaths.
Well, maybe not like completely inexperienced, but not experienced enough to tackle
For
this.
that level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know, I'm sure there are people that have gone hiking before or have done like
Yeah.
the highest peak of their local mountain, perhaps. But I think it's different when we're
Yeah.
talking about this sort of elevation.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Now you need prior experience, you said.
Yeah, I almost said previous experience because that was the natural thing that,
Yeah.
that I would say
Yeah.
because they pretty much mean the same thing.
can say that, yeah,
So
sure,
if you're
sure.
saying previous experience, prior experience, it means that you've done this before.
맞아요.
Or something similar before.
그렇습니다. 자, 사전 경험, 뭐 경력 이런 것들을 prior experience라고 할 수도 있고 previous experience라고도 할 수 있습니다. 자, 그다음에 overcrowding이 아까 말한 이제 사람들이 너무 많이 몰리는 과밀 현상이겠죠?
Yeah, and overcrowding, I mean, it's just the fact that you have too many people for the amount of space that you have.
Yeah.
Now, it's all relative, as overcrowding in the subway is very different from overcrowding on a mountain like this. It's because there's only so much space for tents and things like that within the area. So
Exactly. Another expression I really liked that you used earlier on was Mount Everest is one of one.
yeah.
Which means it's so unique.
Yes.
There's nothing like it in the world. 그래요. 그럼 다시 한번 제가 읽어보겠습니다. Nepal will require Everest climbers to have prior experience scaling at least one of the country's 7,000-meter peaks, according to a draft law aimed at reducing overcrowding and enhancing safety. Now here's our final headline.
Common chemicals found in everyday plastic products may be associated with cardiovascular disease worldwide, with highest impacts in Asia, the Middle East, and the Pacific, according to a new study.
일상적인 플라스틱 제품에 들어있는 흔한 화학 물질이 전 세계에서 발생한 심장질환 사망 수치와 관련이 있으며 이 수치 중 아시아, 중동, 태평양 지역이 가장 큰 비중을 차지한다는 연구 결과가 나왔습니다. Oh dear, tell us more.
Yeah, in particular, they're talking about plastics that we might use in the microwave as well as in the dishwasher. And it's usually those softer plastics that can be bendable and movable that they talk about. You know, one of the things, there's very few things that I will not eat, but one of them, as an example, is microwavable popcorn because it's got that plastic film inside of the paper bag. And I've heard before that it's not very good for you because of that. And I think that's an example of these plastics that when microwaved or dishwashers are also very, very hot. And if certain plastics are in the dishwasher get overheated, then it can release some of these things called phthalate. And those people are theorizing that can be related to cardiovascular disease.
네, 뉴욕대에서 연구를 진행했고요. 세계 200여 개의 나라와 지역을 대상으로 건강, 환경 데이터를 분석을 해봤더니 우리가 매일매일 쓰는 플라스틱에 들어있는 프탈레이트라고 하는 이 화학 물질이 있는데 이게 심장병을 유발할 수 있다라고 한답니다. 그래서 실제로 연 35만 명 정도가 이것 때문에 사망을 하는 경우도 있다고 하는데요. 상당히 놀라운 수치예요. Right, let's have a look at some words here, starting off with an everyday thing.
Everyday plastic
Everyday
products.
plastic in this case.
Yeah, so we're talking about common things that you would come in contact with through daily routines. So if we're talking about everyday plastic products, it's probably stuff that you would use in your kitchen, like a plastic wrap. It might be the lid of a plastic container. There's all sorts of different things that we use. It might even be, certain utensils, as an example, that might be plastic that you put in your dishwasher, not thinking too much about it, or in the microwave, and then perhaps doing some long-term harm on your body far down the road.
Exactly. When it comes to learning English, you want to be familiar with everyday expressions.
Yes.
Or terms. 매일매일 사용되는 이라는 뜻의 everyday가 있습니다. 자, 그 다음에는 be associated with something.
If you're associated with something, then you have a relationship with that thing or person. We talk about having associates at work, people that we work with. We have a relationship with those people. We work with those people. So if you're associated with something, then you have a relationship of some sort with them. They might not be a family member, but it's someone that you deal with or see commonly.
네, 무엇과 관련되다. 영어로는 be associated with something or someone이라고 합니다. 또 참고로 심혈관의 의미를 담고 있는 cardiovascular가 있었어요. 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼게요. Common chemicals found in everyday plastic products may be associated with cardiovascular disease worldwide, with highest impacts in Asia, the Middle East, and the Pacific, according to a new study. Well, that's it for the headlines with Jason Lee.